Howdy folks, Bob and Joe here. Boy, the week's starting out rough on me. It is one of them dadgum days where if it could mess up, it has. Luckily, I prepare for all types of things. So with my APU thingy back there messing up, my microwave ain't working. So for lunch today, or actually breakfast and lunch, they was a combined meal. I had a couple cans of Chef Boyardee. It ain't good for you, but you can live off of it. So I said, well, maybe the battery just needs charged more from truck sitting down all weekend and draining them batteries. So I went ahead and drove another 7 or 8 hours. Got up here, it ain't on. Got my old fat ass down in the floor, up under the bunk. Tried flipping them switches, and it ain't on. I had bologna sandwiches for dinner. And for dessert, Grandma made me some strawberry shortcake over the weekend. That was sweet of her. I even pretended to not see her sneaking a bite. I personally don't care. It's her diet. Yeah, I don't bother about it at all. I compliment her on her achievements. So, which she's on the diet for her, not for me. I've lost another pound. Her being on a diet makes me lose weight. No, and it ain't that she tries to change up my diet. I try to change my diet and not just blatantly be eating stuff in front of her that I know she likes and can't have. So, that being said, I do get my little treats and whatnot. So it's up to her to say no. I mean, I cut back on stuff and try not to put it in her face, but she has to have the willpower. She made me some meatballs over the weekend. I don't know what they was called other than meatballs. They pretty dadgum good. I've got a good mess of them back here, and that I'll call it gravy. I'm sure that ain't what they call it, but I got a good mess of that. That's what I was planning on having for brunch today when I found out the microwave wasn't working. We did some of the little egg muffins that we do, and there's videos about that stuff. So she had got saying earlier in the week that she wanted to do something, give her something a little bit different to eat on. Okay, I'm good with that. She was trying to do most of the cooking. She knows I'm getting burnt out. I've been running pretty damn hard here lately, and I'm just getting tired and burnt out. And today I have been a grumpy rascal. And tomorrow I will have a talk with them at the office and tell them I'm tired. Time to slow me down. So, this racing out your 11 driving hours and stopping for 10 and racing out your 11. And then all the damn schedules are so tight, just like this one. Hell, I was late on the delivery on this one before I even picked it up. Really, you know? So, I shot dispatch a couple messages and he totally ignored me. I don't blame him. I probably would have ignored that grumpy old fart too. But he can only ignore me so long. Tomorrow I'll be in the office. You can't ignore me when I'm in the office. I won't have it. And his boss will be right there when I tell him time to slow me down. Oh. Hell, I've ran hard for years. I was looking for a company to slow down when I came over here, and shit. I'm running regional, and from my understanding, and y'all keep track of me enough, you know what all I do. A lot of drops, a lot of multiple drops. And from my understanding, I'm still getting as many miles and more miles than some of the road drivers. Hell, maybe I need to go back over the road and slow down. Oh, dadgum. So anywho, anyhow, I'm over here in Muskogee, Oklahoma. And I think this thing, don't know where I'm at. Yeah, it says I'm still 1.2 miles away from where I'm at. You gotta love that shit.
Proceed to the highlighted route.
I'm right here. 70 miles to my delivery. And I didn't have much left on my 11R14 when I stopped. So, me and Lakota got some burning done Sunday. Them 3 big piles that's been driving me nuts. And boy, did we have some flames going up. That one at back by the pond, shit, that thing was over 2 stories tall. I mean, it was a tall flame. So, but we started them one at a time, and as dry as they was, it didn't take them a long time to burn down. With all that field we got, we had to stay on top of them. Never had a lick of problems, none at all. I told him to prep the burn areas, and he did a damn good job. On the one back by the pond, we had one runner trying to follow some nonsense, which wasn't a big deal. We had the redneck match. We just fired that rascal up, and we did a back burn on that side. So, grass was getting a little taller than I liked. He said he wanted to work all day anyway. So he mowed inside the fence for Grandma and weed eated, or actually he edged, he didn't weed eat. Which, since we bought him that new mower, we got him bagging that grass in there. He ain't real crazy about it, but hell, I didn't hire him to do what he likes. No. Then he got quite a bit of the mowing done outside. Well, he got the part for appearance. So, but I don't let him just use that expensive mower when I'm gone. So I gave him chores to do for Tuesday and Wednesday, and I told him when I came in Saturday we'd see about him mowing some more of it. He's getting pretty good on the mower. That was a very expensive piece of equipment. And I told him if it gets broke or screwed up, I want to be around when it happens. I don't want to be out here 1,000 miles from the house or whatever. And then him calling and trying to tell me how he broke it. That ain't gonna work. So, come Saturday, he'll get to do some more mowing. Probably do a little bit of chainsaw work. We gonna haul off a little bit of the scrap metal. Now a lot of that scrap metal over there that you see in that pile, that's to be repurposed. That'll be used for other stuff. It ain't like I just want a pile of junk around. But I'm a firm believer in not wasting. That comes from being raised a poor broke hillbilly. So, and with Grandma getting her welding welder and stuff, she's been wanting to learn how to weld for quite a while, and I got her that little wire feed welder. Supposed to be a good beginner. Then over the weekend I bought her one of them helmets that automatically changes. And it was a used welder that we got from a friend of ours. The helmet that came with it is one that you got to reach up and pull down. And in this day and age, there ain't no need in having that. I mean, it'll be good for if I'm out there watching her or she's watching me, because I'll learn how to weld with her. I ain't got a problem with that. So I got her a good helmet, an automatic change. And they had two of the little angle magnets in there, so I told her, you're going to need a couple of those. We went ahead and got those. They only had one pair of welding gloves, and they was great big rascals. They had no aprons, any kind of the protective clothing. So I told her, I guess we'll have to look that up online or something to get some women welding gear. Unless somebody knows of something. If you do, please tell me, or put a link in the comments or something. No, otherwise I'll stumble through the internet and try to find her something. But I need some small women's welding gloves, and she just short little thing, like 5'4" or something. So she don't need a real big apron. But like I told her, I said, actually you have enough stuff to start welding right now if you want to. But I'd rather get her properly set up. But anyway, we're going to probably make one scrap metal run Saturday. We'll see what time I get home. And I think they close around noon over there. So that'll have to be one of the first things on the agenda. Grandma saves all of her aluminum cans. So I know we got 3 or 4 big bags of those. We'll stick those in there. I got a couple of water troughs out there. Fiberglass water troughs. You've probably seen them if you knew what you was looking at. I told Lakota we was gonna fill them up with a bunch of the coffee cans and stuff. Coffee cans came out of the attic. Those people had hoarded coffee cans and egg crates or egg cartons and milk jugs. And yes, we went through every damn one of them. I couldn't see why they would have kept all that. Well, they was from the Depression, so And a lot of the Depression people kept a lot of stuff they didn't need. But I went through it hoping to find that big stack of money. Nope, didn't find it. But I looked. I ain't gonna lie. We went through every damn coffee can. The plastic lids were so old they was crumbling. Can you imagine what shape the money would have been in? I would have took it can and all down to the bank, because even old crumbling money you can take to the bank and they'll replace it for you with the real stuff. And they have their way. You can take burnt money. Do you know that? If you got a wad of money, you know how it comes in its stacks that's been through a fire and you can't tell what it is. If you'll pick that up without crumbling it and all that, take to the bank, then it might take a little bit because they'll send it off to somebody else. But they can process that stuff and tell you exactly what kind of money it was, how much, you know, what denominations and all that. But no, I did not find no money. We burnt all the milk cartons and egg crates and the lids. Grandma got her some of them old coffee cans and stashed them aside. So now it's time to get rid of the rest of them. So I'm going to start on little cleaning projects around there. Nothing fast and in a hurry. Down that gas company fence row, I told Lakota to put in most of his time this week on it. I did tell him to take the weed eater and go out there around them burn piles because there's still some weeds standing up. And weed eat all that, knock that down. But I wanted most his time on going down that fence row without the chainsaw. There's some rules I have. And using power tools like chainsaws by yourself is a big no-no with me. Operating any of that kind of equipment without safety glasses is a big no-no with me. Now, back in the day, I would have argued with you if you was telling me to work. I'd been mad. But even when Robert was there, that was the deal. And Robert's the one that got it started. But he was out there working, and they weren't wearing their glasses, their goggles, and he got something in his eye. And that was not good. So I told Mama that week to go into town and get them some kind of safety glasses. So she went and got them a sunglass type safety glass. So, dude, you're all over that pole. He just took out a pole and don't even know it. Wow. There's a big wooden pole, telephone pole type deal. You've been driving around here for a little while. Wow, what a trip. Now what's he gonna do? Just leave it there? So anyhow, didn't get a whole hell of a lot of rest. Grandma was trying to do all the cooking and let me rest, but there's something like them meatballs. You know, she'd put all her seasonings in her meat and let it marinate for a few hours or blend together, bind, whatever you want to call it. And when it came time to make the meatballs, I was asking, you want help? No. I got up and went in there and helped her. You know, I said, you got all them meatballs to make. So I grabbed ice cream scooper, and I like my stuff like that to be uniform, real close to the same size. So I used that ice cream scooper to measure out our meat. We had two other things, but one was too small. It was a melon ball thing, and the other one was a server thing with a clippy on it. So I went in there and scooped out the stuff for her, and she rolled them up. I did a couple other little things for her because she had too many things going at once. I went in there to help her. And for the most part, I sat in there and watched TV. I had Bandit on my leg, so, you know, or right beside me. So I didn't have to worry about that. I'm waiting to see if this old boy moves this big ass pole out of the road that he put in the road. I don't think he's going to. I might have to go there and knock on his door and say, move the damn pole. Oh. Anyhow, that was my weekend. I don't even remember what we did Saturday. Went shopping. Yeah, we went shopping, got her that welding stuff, and did the Walmart thing. So, it is what it is. This is bothering me. I'm fixing to have to go do something. Y'all remember, good Lord loves you. So do I. That guy's a moron, and I'm fixing to go tell him that. Y'all have a good evening now.